For a while, I almost forgot what it's like to speak from my heart. You know, I was just pondering on a lot of stuff, people, etc. You know, and I say I'm done with this whole internet stuff because I am. But for the real people that's out there that do still listen, there are like loyal listeners that see what I'm saying. Appreciate y'all, man. But I ain't some guru, I ain't some holier than thou character. I ain't want your money. I don't want nothing from you. Just, do the inner work, do the embryonic breathing, become one with yourself at the moment, find peace, utilize your creativity, liberate yourself from your current situation as much as possible, live a creative lifestyle, create your path. You know, I don't need to provide any examples. Sometimes you just gotta really dig deep. If you can't dig deep, then you might just be a shallow individual. But I know some of this shit I say can be quite heavy, but I mean, in reality, it takes strength, man, to have good character. Strong character, strong mind. It's all one and the same. You can have all this esoteric knowledge. You can think you were chosen one, all this shit, you know what I mean? Like a lot of people do. Knowledge don't mean shit. It's all about your spirit, about your inner strength. It's about your ability to transcend your instincts, your emotion, your ego, all that shit, to be so-called spiritual, right? Or enlightened. But enlightenment takes work. I don't even call it enlightenment. I call it, endarkenment. Because you have to darken, because you find a light in the darkness. But if you ain't blinded by the light, you realize you just getting bombarded with bullshit and lies and snares. So you have to be in the darkness to find the true light, which isn't the light that we see as monkeys trying to look at the sun at the sunset or in the morning. The light that's within. But that don't mean you get obsessed with it and talk about it over and over and over again. That means you supposed to help others do the same so then y'all can build. If you just sitting around like all y'all just, you holding your dick in your hand, you running around tapping people on the shoulder and say, hey man, hold your dick in the hand. What the fuck you doing? You ain't doing shit. You ain't doing a damn thing, you know? But if y'all take that same energy and apply it to something wholesome and tell people something that can liberate them beyond money, beyond status, beyond looks, beyond relationships and dating and all that crap, societal pressures, economic issues, and go beyond it. Yeah, it's okay to talk about some things that alert each other, but after that, man, fuck it, man. It ain't doing me no good, ain't doing you no good. Fuck it. You say, some of you might comment and act like you understand, but you only talk about certain topics that I touch on. When I've touched on many topics and you only look at the one you resonate with only. It's like folks are still in their own fucking bubble. There's more to life than just you, man. Your mind might be small and think that's all it is, just you. It's not just you. It's not just me. It feels that way, but it ain't. I know when I do these talks, it's like I'm affecting the hive mind. It's like a telepathic, subconscious thing you can feel. When you get to the point where you can feel like what's in the air around you, I mean, it's a certain level of state that you can get to, man, with discipline. But that's not me hyping myself up or saying I'm a chosen one and these people are NPCs. Man, all it takes is strong character, man. It takes discipline. It takes a person that really want to just wake up to the bullshit around them and not just the social issues. But, I mean, on a deep sense, like they've been rejuvenated. It's like when you have your pineal gland calcified because you eat so much crappy food, and then as soon as you detox and drink tea and water and you eat healthy, then your mind become clear. That's all it is, man. You become more sentient. But I know that even when you get a clear mind, if you lack spirit, then you're just gonna act like an animal and use whatever advantage you have to get over on another. Because everybody isn't the same. It's naive to think if people just decalcify their pioneer, they become good people. If only that happened, man, there'd be so many decent people, but that don't work like that. I mean, when I was thinking of something. If I was talking to somebody and I was like, if we actually connect to one another, I say, hey, close your eyes, man. Think about it, visualize. Try to understand. But like I was saying, I had paused it for a minute, but like I was saying, when you try to understand, I'm like, hey man, close your eyes. Feel the vibrations around you. Feel the energies. I know that's deep. I know that sounds like some woo-woo bullshit. But when you look deep within the environment, your surrounding, you feel spirit. You stop leading by sight. You stop thinking with sight and start leading by faith. When they say lead by faith, not by sight, that's what they mean. But like, he said, how can you sit in this area and close your eyes like nothing's bad gonna happen to you? Why I close my eyes and be aware and think? Because I understand my environment that I'm in. I understand those people. I don't need to trust them because this one of the very great nuggets I had to learn myself. Nobody says it like this, by the way, that I know of. But it's not about trusting people. It's not about trusting anything. Once you understand something, you don't need to trust it. You trust spirit because you understand spirit. You understand spirit is the only damn thing good for you. Not some man in the sky, not some astral entity telling you what you did wrong in life, what you did right. Sometimes you need a police to tell you what you did wrong or right. But like the people who are sovereign, that don't harm anybody or take advantage of people or do anything real heinous, the police have no jurisdiction over them. It's the same thing for those so-called lords of karma. If you are above the situation or you don't do anything to fit in that category, then it don't affect you. Yeah, they're gonna come every once in a while and test you. But that's just the way it is when you're in duality. There's gonna be fluctuation. There's gonna be things that impede your peace of mind. But at the end of the day, if you don't fulfill your life, don't live a life of fulfillment, you don't spiritualize your life. Yes, it's mundane, but if you don't spiritualize your life, going about your everyday routine, then you're gonna live a miserable life. It's best not to live a shallow life, but to live a fulfilling, deep life. And that's been my point so far. It ain't about trust. You need to understand. Understanding is the key. Because when you understand you're going to be all right. Because you understand spirit. Then even when it's bad, you understand it'll be all right, whether you know consciously or not. That's what leading by faith, not by sight, actually means. It's very deep. But I'm done with all that other stuff. Some of the people that I talk to, I still talk with them every once in a while. But as far as like interacting with the public, dealing with the public, no man, I'm good. I'm staying out the way. I'm living my life. But I don't mind sharing wisdom so others can take what they can and fulfill themselves as well. I'm cool with that. But if people want to take it into being a competition thing, they want to take your likeness and act like they coming with it and shit on you, man, fuck them. Y'all not spiritual. Take it how you want. If you think I'm talking about you, I'm not. But people, people get triggered. But I'm not cliquish, man. I'm to myself, been to myself. It's good to it's good to talk with like minds. It's good to share truth or whatever. But if it's not helping me in my daily life, and if it's not helping anyone, why do it? Why talk about why hear it? It's bullshit. But saying some shit that really make people think, because you can all say things that flatter us and cater to our ego, but if it ain't making no difference in our life, what good is it? Really? Is it helping? Is it helping me financially? Is it helping me health-wise? Is it helping me mentally? Is it helping me spiritually? It's not helping me. It's not helping you, so why do it? For the ego is an illusion. Yeah, we live in an experience of succession of moments that blind us from the reality to our potential. And the potential, if you're listening right now at this point, and you don't know what potential is abstract, it's infinite. You can't conceptualize it. You can get an inkling, an idea through understanding what the spirit's likeness is. That's a whole nother can of worms. But if you're a timeless, spaceless, perceptionless state, how can you conceptualize? So your conceptual mind that's still in the mental, only the mental, not spiritualizing the mental, but the mental, where you haven't attained enlightenment, you look at it as nothingness. And you look at it as a bleak thing, but it's quite liberating to be at one, to have wisdom of the primordial state of being. You don't need skulls, you don't need no images, earthly images to personify the likeness of that state. Because that's still mortal-minded behavior. It's meaningless. It's all about serenity. But I ain't some guru trying to get your money. I don't want you looking up to me or nothing. I just put in a lot of work to understand this stuff. Couldn't learn this shit on no YouTube. YouTube isn't where I learned this shit. Learning shit in my life, but when I got the words from certain people on YouTube, it all became clear conceptually. But spiritually, I did the work. It's not no competition. If you're spiritual, you're trying to compete with somebody, one up somebody, or take their content and try to one up them, it's pathetic. Because that's not what spirituality is about. You gotta throw away your ego. You gotta not get irate over petty shit. You can't be cliquish. That's an earthly trait. I love my people and everything, but if they get in an altercation with somebody, I'm not gonna just automatically side with them. I try to understand it, and if they did wrong, I'll correct them. But I'm not on no cliquish stuff, because that person right there, the people could be arguing with can be a future brother or sister. So why do that? You know what I mean? Stupid. But it's all about authenticity, man. That's the goal in yourself. Having money, having material, land, sex partners, they all can come and go in your life. Even your next life if you believe in reincarnation. But one thing you can take with you everywhere you go, even the astral, if you're still tethered to this density, is your character. Your character is all you have. If you don't have character and you're flimsy and you think only about material, you're an earthly person, no matter how much knowledge you might have, no matter how much you went to college, got your degree, your skills, your whatever skills you are because your occupation, your status in your community, all that means nothing. It's all about spirit. That's what it's always been about. Lead by faith, not by sight. Peace.